Hello guys, we are going today to find the limit of the rational function, the rational function. But during this lesson I need some skills, okay, some skills, which are the factorizing polynomial, okay, factorizing polynomial. Look here with me. As we solved it in the class today, this is the binomial and represented by difference between two squares as you see. It will be two brackets here x, x1, -2, the square root of the first, the square root here, the first here, the square root of the second, one positive and the one, plus one minus. Okay, if you don't know how to factorize, you can use the calculator mode 5.3, but I prefer to solve without calculator. Here, that is binomial. As you know, any binomial may be difference between two squares, difference between two cubes, or sum of two cubes. Don't forget the first step when we factorize is the common factor. Do you have any common factor here? No. So I don't have any common factor. I'll follow the second step. It is binomial. Okay, it is what? Binomial. As you know, any binomial difference between two cubes, here cubed value and here cubed value, it will be small brackets and a large bracket. That I remind you, that's what you learned before. Here x, what is the minus? What is the cubic root of 27? 3. If you don't remember, you can use a calculator, but I prefer to solve by yourself. Okay, the large bracket, I get it from the small one. Squaring the first term, it will be x squared. Okay, square the last term and divided here, it will be 9. Change the sign here, it will be plus their product, the first and second. Okay, here, that is trinomial. I know most of you know how to solve a trinomial. And factorize here, I write here x and x. As you know, what are the two factors of 6 such that two factors of the difference between them, because here we have minus, it will be -3 plus 2. Don't forget the greater factor takes the sign of the middle term. Okay, for the others one here, sorry, take blue one. Here it will be, what is the factorization? It is what? Trinomial. Here x and here x. What are the two factors of 8? Their sum give you 6. And this means the two factors have the same sign. At the middle term, it will be positive, here positive. Then write what? What are 4 multiply 2 and their sum really 6. To make sure from the result, you have to use the calculator. Okay. Here, our lesson today is talking about what? Finding the limits of rational function. Look here, I'd like to show you something, okay? First, focus with me. Means to find the limit of rational function, I have to follow the following steps. Please take new one, and I like to use the black. Okay, here, focus with me, please. To find limit, okay, any rational function h of x over, for example, g of x. Okay, when x approaches what? A. For example, in this case, I use what is the first step I have to follow? Substitution. Okay, I use what? Substitution. Here, we get by substitution, substitute by a in, okay, h of a over what? G of a. Okay, this means replace in the numerator by a. What is the given value of x? I will get any one of these results. Okay, maybe I will get number, okay, over what? Over number. It means a number. The result, it will be what? Number. In this case, limit هنقول exists. Sorry, the limit exists. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, no problem. Limit. Okay, h of x over g of x by any way when x approaches to a. Okay. The first step I have to substitute. I will find a h of a, g of a. Okay. The result may be one of these values. Okay. Here it will be number. If we get number, the limit exists, and it will be this number exists. The limit exists. Okay. But here, number may be positive, may be negative, may be a fraction, may be anything. Number over number. It will be number over number. Okay, we can get number in numerator and 0 in denominator. You have to find the value of each of numerator and denominator separate, and find the value of the numerator alone and the denominator alone. If we get number over 0, and if you use the calculator, you will find it will give you math error. In this case, limit does not exist. Limit does not what? Exist. The other step, sorry, the third kind of question, maybe I will get what? 0 over 0. Undetermined value. Undetermined value. Here undefined value. Here undefined value. It does not exist. Here undetermined, undetermined what? Undetermined value. Undetermined. Here are determined value. In this case, the limit what? Exists. But to find this limit, we need to redefine. We need what? To redefine the function. And I will show you. Okay? Have you understood? Have you understood? Okay. Look here. The first step to find the limit of any rational function, which is numerator over denominator, okay? The rational function, it means it is a fraction, the numerator is a function, and the denominator is what? A function. By substitution. Here, by what? Substitution. I hope you understand. By substitution, I get one of these results. If we get numbers, so the limit exists, and it will be this number, and I don't need to follow any type of strategy. Okay? If number over 0, and your calculator will give you math error, it means the value undefined, so the limit does not exist. According to the given, I'll tell you what I'll do. If we get in numerator 0 and in denominator 0, please substitute in each of numerator and denominator, okay? The limit exists, but we need to redefine the function. We need to redefine the function. This is mean what? Undetermined value. Undetermined value, and in this case, we need to redefine the function. How we redefine the function? By this way. Focus. I redefine the function by two different ways. The first way, using two techniques, dividing, okay, out technique, okay. The second way, rationalizing, what technique? Miss, here, I'd like to know when we use the first technique and when we use the second technique. I use the first technique if both of numerator and denominator of this function polynomial. Polynomial. The numerator polynomial, the denominator polynomial. Miss, how I know it is polynomial? It is expression. There is no negative exponent. There is no variable under the root. There is no variable in denominator. Understand or no? That is the type of polynomial. Any expression which has no negative exponent, there is no variable under denominator, there is no variable under the radical. That is, for example, what is the meaning of polynomial? I use the first technique. If both numerator and denominator are polynomial. Rationalizing if any one of the numerator here not polynomial or denominator, any one of the, or both, the numerator not polynomial, or the numerator not polynomial, or the denominator is not polynomial, or both of them. In this case, we use the rationalizing technique. Let's show you how to apply this one. Look with me here, wait, I'm sorry. Hello, look here. Means finding the limits of rational functions. I have to follow the procedure that I told you. Here, the first case we use dividing out technique. We use the dividing out technique. Means we use this one. When we use this one, use this technique, okay, if both numerator and denominator are polynomial function. Okay, remember the first step, use the direct substitution as I explained to you. Okay, if the answer is 0 over 0, I do this way, understand? So that limit exists, but we need to redefine the function by factorizing each numerator and denominator. By factorizing each numerator and denominator, cancel the factor which make the denominator equal 0. Then substitute in redefining function to get the limit. Look here. It means dividing out technique. It means I will find the quotient. Divide this polynomial by this polynomial. I can make long division. But most of example which I give you, I'll factorize both numerator and denominator to find the quotient. Look here. What is the first? I'll show you. What is the first step I'll follow? Please wait. Focus with me. Okay. What is the first step? As I told, only 3 steps I follow. 3 steps. The first one, substitute in numerator and denominator. I will substitute here in numerator and in denominator. It will be what? Here, please focus, negative 3 all to power 2. Focus, please. Plus negative 3. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay. Negative 3. Okay. Minus 6. Replace, it will be negative 3 plus 3. So the result, it will be 0 over 0. What is the meaning 0 over 0? Undetermined value. Undetermined value in this mean limit what? Limit exists. Clear or not clear? Since the limit exists, I have to redefine the second step. Redefine what? The function. Redefine. How we redefine? I factorize the numerator and denominator. Here factorize, it will be what? X to power 2. I'll factorize the numerator and denominator. Please focus with me. Okay, look. I'll open this one. Factorize. I think it's so trivial to factorize. You can use mod 5 3 as you learned before, plus 3 minus 2. Over what? X plus 3. Means I redefine this function, cancel together the common factor. So what is the redefining function? It means the redefining function of this one, or equivalent to for it. Okay, in this case, that is the third step. The limit of this function, limit of the given function x squared plus x minus 6 over what? X plus 3. When x approaches negative 3 is the same as the limit of its redefining function. I found this in this redefining function by using what? By using dividing out technique. I don't use the long division, but sometimes maybe I can use it. But in this case, I use factorize the numerator and denominator and they cancel the factor. The third step, substitute. Here it will be what? Negative 3 minus 2, it will be negative 5. So the limit of the given rational function, it will be negative 5. So how many steps? 3. Substitute. If we get numbers, so the limit exists and I don't need to redefine the function. But if here we get 0 over 0, it means undetermined value. The limit exists, but we need to redefine the function to find the limit. Here, since the numerator is polynomial and the denominator is polynomial, I don't have any variable under the root. I don't have any variable in denominator. Here in numerator and denominator. Here it is polynomial. Its denominator is also polynomial. I used the dividing out technique. After we redefine the function, I substitute again in the redefining function. Clear? I hope you understand. Now, let's see how to solve the next question. The next what? Question. Please focus with me. Here for this problem, the first step I have to use when we would like to factorize, don't forget the first step in factorization list, common factor. Here, what is the first step to find the limit of this rational function? I think it's so trivial now. The first step, substitute. What? Sorry. The first step, what? Substitute. Second step, redefine. But I have to find the technique. Since suppose this is monomial or polynomial, and in this case, I use dividing out technique. I use this technique when both numerator and denominator are polynomial. Okay. Third one, substitute in the redefining function. Here, what is the first step? Replace. By 0, it will be 3 multiply 0 over 0 square plus 2, 0. So it will be 0 over 0 undetermined value. So in this case, limit what? Exists. But we need to do what? We need to redefine the function. How we redefine the function? The first numerator here doesn't need any factorization because it is already factorized, 3 multiply x. Here we have common factor, take the common factor first. Since we have common factor, you have to take it. Divide x squared, divide x plus 2. Then cancel the common factor between numerator and denominator, which is here, x here and the x here. So it will be 3 multiply 1. It will be 3 over x plus 2. What is the third step? Substitute in the redefine. Substitute first in the given function, redefine, then to find the limit of the given function, 3x over x squared plus 2x when x approaches 0. Okay, replace in the given function 3, 0 plus 2. I'm sorry, I'd like to show you more steps to understand, okay? Look here. It will be what? Limit, the redefining function, which is 3 over x plus 2 when x approaches what? 0. Just replace in the redefining function, which will be 3 over 0 plus 2, it will be 2, so that is my result. I think it's so easy and trivial, I swear. Look, the last one I solve with you, then I give you the page 2 will be homework. Okay? Look with me, last question. This one, miss how to solve this one. The first step, what I have to do. Second one, please try to pause the video and solve alone and compare your result. It will be 4 minus 4, replace. Just replace in numerator and in denominator. Okay, numerator and denominator. 4 square minus 16, the result here 0 over 0 exists. The limit what? Exists. Redefine, factorize the numerator and denominator. But miss here, the numerator already is factorized. It doesn't need to factorize. The second one, it will be difference between 2 square, x minus 4, x plus 4. Then cancel the common factor, which is here what? X minus 4, x minus 4. It will be here 1. Don't say 0, 1 over x. Wait. Okay, don't forget here 1 over x plus 4. That is the defining function. This case, limit of the given rational function x minus 4 over x squared minus 16. When x approaches 4, it will be the limit of the redefined function, which is x plus 4. When x approaches what? 4, it will be 1 over 8. I know that is the limit of the given function. Please don't forget. I need the skills of factorizing polynomial, okay? The first step of factorizing is what? The common factor. Thank you for joining the session. Please watch the video well. Repeat watching the video until understand any missing. Then solve page 2 as a homework. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye-bye.